everybody just pump your brakes and slow your roll a little bit. And let's not be so quick to judge this draft, good or bad. And why do we need to put a grade on it already? Welcome back to Mike Drop Sports, everybody. I'm Jason. A little bit of a different environment here on the channel, so welcome back again. I appreciate it. Changes are coming. I'll find some better ways to film and record here in the townhouse, the Airbnb here, while we are going through our stay, waiting for our new house. But this will do for now. And what I wanted to talk about was that Pittsburgh Steelers draft and why so many are quick to just sit here and judge it immediately. Want to put a letter grade on it. Want to say, it'll be the best draft in so long, blah, 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 blah. I, too, am at fault for that. And I want to say that I think it's just a little bit too early and a little bit too premature for us all to sit here and try to grade a draft that we have yet to see get out on that field, that we have yet to see take shape. So I really think that the Pittsburgh Steelers, yes, had a great draft. Yes, did some special things inside of that draft. But I think we need to slow down a little bit and allow this thing to really take shape and start to show its true colors, because the Pittsburgh Steelers aren't going to know how this draft pans out for at least 2 seasons. 2 seasons is the bare minimum to where hey, man, we got some major contributors out of that draft. We had guys that contributed early and often. So we're not going to know. And yes, it looks promising, and I understand everybody wants to put a letter grade on it, and I don't know why in our society that we have to do those types of things all the time. We have to grade everything. Everything has to be put on some sort of scale. Let it go. Let it just sit there and marinate a little bit. Allow these guys to get into rookie mini camps at least. Allow them to start practicing with the football team. Allow them to start getting moving, man, getting comfortable in the NFL. That's what we're really going to have to wait on, and allow these guys to grow a little bit. And I think this draft is going to be a special one, and I just think that to be true. I think that these guys that they put in the offensive line are going to be contributors. I think these guys that they found for the defensive side of the football, even, I think Watts could potentially, be pretty decent as a 6th-round pick. I think Peyton Wilson could be pretty damn good, but they're all ifs, and I think they're not a definitive answer just yet. I have high hopes for a guy like Zach Frazier. I said that he was the best center in this draft, in my eyes, in my opinion. But we won't know, at least for a couple seasons. And guys, I don't want you guys to overhype and overthink things a little bit too much. When these guys enter that rookie season, you got to understand they're coming from college to where 9 times out of 10, those guys didn't really play as many games as they're going to be playing in the NFL. Even if you made it to the college football championship, you're not playing as many games as you could potentially play in the NFL. The NFL is a very long season. And we have to allow these guys to grow a little bit and learn this NFL way of how this season unfolds and how you have to have this energy for so many months. And I think that that's very important to understand that rookies will hit that rookie wall at times, and they are going to slow down a little bit here and there. So we have to really watch that also. And it's not fair to grade a guy whenever they're on game 14 or 15 and they hit the wall a little bit, and they need a week or two to get back into the swing of things, get rejuvenated again. And I don't think that that's unreasonable for us as a fan base to, give them that time and allow them to get into year 2 and allow them to, grow through conditioning, grow through just the rigmarole of having to take care of your body. That's so important. And that's why I say it takes at least 2 seasons to really truly see what you have. In some cases, it's 3 seasons, 4 seasons to where you really know exactly what you got. Well, excuse me. But I just wanted to really emphasize that, and it was starting to bother me that that's all I see, man. Everybody just wants to put a letter grade on this, and I just don't think it's fair, one. I think it's okay for you to sit here, and I think it's okay for us to all say, and myself included, I'm not excluding myself from this. I think it's okay to say, hey, they had a good draft. They did really, really well. The potential is there. But to put the expectations of, this is going to be the best draft class since the 70s. This is going to be the best draft class since the Steelers were in a dynasty in the 70s. since what, 74 or something, when they had like a monster draft where they had a gazillion Hall of Famers on that draft class. You can't hold it to that standard, man. You just can't do it. So I wanted to bring that point up, and I wanted to dive into that a little bit here just to kick off our Wednesday show. Again, we'll be live tonight, but we're going to keep going here on this one. But that was just bothering me a little bit, and I thought it was something that needed to be said. Like, hey, why don't we just slow down, allow this to all grow out a little bit, and just let it grow on us, and then we'll grade it. Here in about 2 years, we'll grade it. And I'm thinking maybe next year we could really truly grade that 2023 draft class, which I thought was so special. And I thought that they had a fantastic, fantastic rookie season. So, hey, maybe next year, maybe this time next year, we could give that draft class a actual true grade and give Omar Khan a true grade on that draft class. But again, gut check reaction, initial look, looks fantastic. I think Omar Khan has had 2 solid drafts right in a row, but we'll see if that to be true. We'll see how that all pans out, guys. As for yesterday, we were talking a little bit on the live show. We were talking a little bit in the daily upload too yesterday about this Pittsburgh Steelers team making still a splash inside of a trade market. That could still happen. We've yet to see that go down, but that could still potentially happen. And I know a lot of you brought up questions and concerns about, hey, why didn't this happen yet? Why hasn't it happened already? Bryant McFadden said that it was going to happen. Just because it hasn't happened doesn't mean that Brian McFadden is wrong. He definitely has some inside information. So I want you guys to really, really slow down and just allow it to play out, because Omar Khan, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's not going to sit here and announce it to us and tell us exactly every move he's making. He wants that to be wants there to be some element of surprise, especially when you're trying to deal with other teams and you don't want to, show your hand. But what I really want to talk about with this situation and how this is all going down and what we're expecting to happen, we asked ourselves, did the Pittsburgh Steelers paint themselves into a corner here? Did they show the league like, hey, we'll have to pay whatever you want because why? Maybe we need a receiver and they know we need a receiver. And does that really, hurt the Steelers long term whenever they're trying to figure this out? I think I hit the wrong button on my mic, so if it sounds crazy, I'm holding it today. I'm going to get my stand set up so it's like there, but again, I hope I didn't hit the wrong button. But anyway, if you hear also dogs walking on the hardwood floor, those are my 2 big dogs. They came with us, of course, so don't be alarmed if you hear like eerie scratching noises. And again, I apologize if I hit something on my mic that made it sound crazy here in the latter part of the video. But again, guys, we're talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers and, potentially making this splash move and maybe getting a wide receiver or something to make a difference here in 2024. And if teams maybe are going to overcharge the Pittsburgh Steelers now that they know, hey, they definitely need a wide receiver. They have to have it, man. I don't think Omar Khan will play into that game, so I don't want you all to worry about that. I don't think Omar Khan is that guy. I don't think that he will sit there and say, you know what? I got to do it, man. Whatever they're asking, whatever they're going to charge. Because I don't think the Steelers are ever, no matter what they're doing, even if they're in a win now type atmosphere or situation, I don't think Omar Khan is willing to go out there and overpay and be foolish. And I don't think he's that type of dude. And I think there's enough veteran guys on that coaching staff. I think there's enough veteran people around that front office staff, Omar included, that they know that you can't just jump the gun and dive into something and be crazy. You can't get yourself pinned into a corner. And yeah, they've put themselves into the situation where they probably do need another wide receiver. But guys, there are some young people on this roster that could potentially contribute. There definitely is. And you're not stuck. And I don't want the fan base to think that the Steelers are stuck. They have some guys that are going to be able to do some things. And maybe some of them could really take a leap and get back to doing things that they used to be able to do. Special things like Van Jefferson. In 2021, he had a monster year. A year in which I was really, truly ultra impressed with what he did with the Rams. But then you've seen him play for a couple different teams in 2022, 2023, and just really get tossed around a little bit, never being able to get his feet. feet wet and stay in one place. So maybe that was what was dragging him down. But you see that he had the potential to do pretty decent. Calvin Austin, yes, this is year 3, but technically it's year 2 for him. And I really truly believe that maybe he takes that year 2 leap in reality. This is only his second year playing NFL football. So maybe Calvin Austin takes that year 2 leap. Then you look at a guy like Quez Watkins, has had some big drops, but he's really fast. Maybe he adapts and learns how to attack the football and hold on to it in certain situations. Maybe he takes that next step. Then you look at Mims. He's on the roster. I don't think he'll make the roster. I don't think he'll be more than a practice squad player, but the potential's there. Maybe he takes off and does something special in order to grow a little bit and help the Steelers wide receiver room out. Then you look at the rookie, Roman Wilson. What if he comes in and lights the world on fire? There's always that potential. So the sky's the limit, guys. Don't back yourself into this corner of thinking the Pittsburgh Steelers have to do anything, because the reality is they don't. And I've told you all offseason, and I want you guys to really remember this. Omar Khan gives himself options. And I keep emphasizing that to everybody over and over. Anybody I talk to when I talk Pittsburgh Steelers, I say to them, hey, you have a guy at general manager that gives you options, and he never paints himself into a corner. And I think he continues to do that. He continues to give his team options, and that's what should excite you about Omar Khan. He is not a one-track thinker. He thinks outside of the box, and he gets things done in a responsible, financially responsible way. And I really like that. And I think Omar Khan has some special years ahead of him, and I would not be shocked if he was able to build a quality team that competes for championships for a couple seasons in a row at least, and really does something special underneath Omar Khan and cements Omar's legacy. I really truly believe that. So we'll see how this all unfolds, guys. Again, we're live from the Airbnb, so forgive me. I will definitely make it better. The living room's actually a little bit better to where I might go in there. The lighting's a little bit better. The scenery's a little bit better, so I may go in there and film, and maybe that's where we do our live show tonight, but we'll see. Don't forget to join us at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'll be joined by your boy Sean here on Mike Drub Sports and the show Steel City Live. Again, guys, thank you so much for your support. It's been a fun ride, and now that we are going through some changes, it'll be even funner, and things will change, and things will get better and better and better. And can't wait and anticipate that new studio. It's going to be banging. So until next time, guys, until tonight, I'm Jason. This is Mike Drop Sports. Peace.